Namaste, Steve here. Welcome to the MN Yatra. Today, I'm in Gurgaon. It is where I'm staying right now, and it's a break in the action. I was just in Pune and in Thane, and I'm off to Patiala, but in between I have a day of rest, and I'm back here and trying to get some energy together to keep up this momentum, get my stamina going. And I thought about that for a moment that, lots of people, whether they're professionals in work or whether they're students who are working really hard toward their studies, sometimes you get a lot of stress and you've got to go long distances, like you feel like you're working a marathon. And there's a story that I wanted to share with you, because it's one of those stories that gives you a little bit of motivation, right? Sometimes when the going gets tough and you feel like you're really down and you don't have enough energy anymore to continue and you feel like you just need a little bit of something, this is one of those stories that I think will help you get some perseverance and some motivation, inspiration. So it's a story about a woodcutter. And there was this guy and he had an axe. And he was this fantastic woodcutter. He used to be able to chop wood faster than just about anybody. And one day there was a wood cutting competition, and all the fantastic woodcutters came from all over the place. I think they're called lakarharas or something like that. I forget. In Hindi I used to read these dadi ki kahani, and I remember there was some story about some lakarhara or something like that. So anyway, this guy's got this axe. He comes to this competition, all these woodcutters are there, and they're going to have a competition to see who can cut this log the fastest. And so all the people are lined up in a row. All these guys are there. So this guy gets out and picks up the axe, and they say, like they always do, ready, steady, go. And he starts hacking away and hacking away and hacking away, and everybody else is chopping and chopping and chopping at that piece of wood. And then, like about halfway through, he stops. Just stops. And he steps back. He takes out a stone. And he starts to sharpen his axe. Meanwhile, everybody else is hacking and chopping and hacking and chopping, trying to be the first to finish. And here's this guy. He stopped, and he's sharpening his axe. And everybody's saying to him, "What are you, a fool? I mean, you're going to lose. Everybody's chopping, and you're sitting there sharpening your axe." The guy says, "Don't worry, just watch." Puts down the stone, steps up with his axe. Wham! Wham! And in 2 chops, boom! Finishes chopping the log in half. Everybody's still hacking away and chopping away. There you go. So the moral of the story is that sometimes when you have to go for a long duration and go for a distance, you have to stop and sharpen your axe. Now, sharpening could be anything. Sharpening could be just like I'm doing, taking a break, taking off a half day tomorrow before I go into the office and just relaxing a little bit. It could be picking up your guitar if you got a Casio, or playing some music and replenishing yourself. If your talwar is music, if your talwar is bodily and musical, maybe you do a little bit of dancing. If your talwar is naturalistic, you can sharpen your axe by going out for a walk, getting out with nature. If you have a pet like a dog, spending some time with that. If your talwar is, say, interpersonal, then you might decide to call up your friends on the phone, go visit them, spend time talking to family members, maybe get on Facebook and talk to your friends on Facebook and get some of that interpersonal energy going. It could be anything. If it's the providing nature, go out and help somebody. If it is your, your educative nature, go find somebody who you can tutor or teach. My point is that your strong MIs and your strong MNs, if you engage them, they will replenish you and they will give you some of that energy back so you can go do that work, especially where you got a chaku, like in logic or math, so you're not strong there, and it takes all the energy out of it. So there you have it. It is my tip for today, which is don't forget to sharpen your axe. With that,